And in this new program we call Artemis, named after Apollo's twin sister, we will in fact send the next man and the first woman to the South Pole of the Moon. I'll open it up to a few questions, and if there's any tough ones, I'll turn them over to Bob.
Hey guys, here's the microphone.
We talk about schedule, and people seem to think that that means pressure. The gateway. The purpose is to get the astronauts not just to the gateway, but hundreds of millions of tons of water ice on the South Pole of the Moon have now been discovered. Hundreds of millions of tons. That's life support. It's water to drink, it's air to breathe, but hydrogen and oxygen is also rocket fuel.
This place is history in the making, and it's not over yet.
Crawler's over 50 years old, still operates just like it has operated for over 50 years, and it's ready to take the next program to the moon.
And so everybody would normally be facing that way. T0, the rocket lifts off, and they swing this way to get a view of it other than watching it on their little 8-inch black and white television set.
And being in the firing room for the Apollo 11 was obviously the most exciting, exhilarating moment in my life.
I'm going to start by calling this picture on the screen of the actual engineers.
You had to make sure that all of the parts in these vehicles, down to the tiniest transistor, was working perfectly. And that was what our job was. And a lot of times, they didn't work, and you had problems, and you had to troubleshoot and find out what they were and re-engineer them or fix them.
So I see consoles that'll have responsible engineers executing procedures. In fact, I did back in Apollo. I said, well, okay, we proved we can go to the moon now. Yeah, let's find out more about those other planets out there.
What are those views in the what who needs to see it in the environment? What comments? All those things when I came into the program were all. My program is responsible for developing the ground systems that will support the SLS rocket and the Orion spacecraft. And right now we're in the middle of our testing, our verification, our validation, ensuring that our ground systems meet the requirements that they fully support those flight vehicles for critical operations.
Okay. Good morning. My name is Peter G. It always starts here in the transfer aisle, and we will continue that legacy and that process as we stack our SLS rocket here, hopefully next year.
Well, I was a fighter pilot for a number of years at various bases in California and overseas in France and in Germany. And then I went to the test pilot school at Edwards, and I was a test pilot there for a couple of years and went back again to the what was then called the Aerospace Research Pilot Course.
The first time I ever thought about flying to the moon was when John F. Kennedy said that he wanted to put a man on the moon and return him safely to Earth. We did it. We, humanity, we humans have left the surface of this dinky little planet and gone elsewhere.